but secure. That's it. Hypertext transfer protocol with the secure. That is just the updated version. What is hypertext transfer protocol? Yes. Okay. See, people, first of all, understand this definition or the meaning of HTTPS or HTTP, whatever it is. So, hyper is nothing. Hyper is nothing but your network or your internet accessing. It uses network or internet. In simple word, if I want to make you people understand, it's nothing but network or internet. Text. Obviously, you know what is text. Text related data, any format of text, text content. Okay, just the text related data. Okay, are you people there? Why I'm not getting any response? So many people are there in the class. I don't know, hardly 4 or 5 people will respond. I don't know what are the last peoples are doing. Okay, hypertext transfer. What do you mean by transfer? Transfer in the sense something you're sending, something you're receiving. That is called as transfer. Sending or receiving. Sending or receiving. Either from client to server or server to client. Anything might be from client to server or server to client. That is all about your transfer. Then protocol. What is this protocol? What do you mean by protocol? What do you mean by protocol? What do you mean by protocol? General meaning I'm asking. Protocol. We take some awareness. We should follow the protocols. Corona protocols, those protocols. Some protocols means rules. Very good. Some set of guidelines or some instructions, some rules. Simple. You can write some set of guidelines. Or you can tell us rules. Something. So secure is nothing but security. It's nothing but protection. Or you can tell safe. Your data is safe. Some protection. So altogether, hypertext transfer protocol, what did you understand? What did you understand? Hypertext transfer protocol. What did you understand now? Using all this, what did you understand? Yes. So HTTP or HTTPS, anything, both are same. So this HTTP is nothing. It is just a protocol where you transfer a data in the form of text or any here only text related data in the sense it can be text or it can be video or it can be audio or it can be image, whatever it is, anything, whatever it might be, any hypertext data it can be. There is not only related to text, any video, audio, image, any link, anything might be. Okay, so using HTTPS, it is a protocol which is used to transfer the data in the form of text, video, audio, image, whatever it is. Why is this text is called as hypertext transfer protocol? Because The hypertext is nothing but you're linking from one document to another document. Example, I'm searching Myntra. Can you see that link? That link, if I'm clicking on this link, it is going to one more web page. It's coming to one more. These are called as hyperlinks. These are called as hyperlinks. See, I'm clicking on this, and if I click on this, anything, it goes to one more certain page. Whatever you're clicking, it goes to another page. Like I'm clicking on this, it goes and target to that page. Again, I'm clicking on this, it goes and target to that page. That linking is there, right? Yes. People, if you're not responding, seriously, I'm not having interest to do the class. I'm telling you, seriously, I'm not having interest to do the class because from morning continuously 4 batches are done. So I want you people to respond, or else even I will not have interest to do the class. But also I'm doing this. Please respond. Okay. So why do we call this as hypertext markup language? Is nothing but it keeps on linking from one page to one page, one page to one page. You want this, you should click on this. Again, you want this, that goes and link to another page. Again, you want this, you should click on this. Again, it goes and link to another page. Like this, like this. So many linking are there. N number of linking. You want this to buy? Again, click on this. Again, it goes to another page. Did you see how many pages it just keep on going? This is one page. This is one page. This is one page. Did you notice that? How many pages it just keep on going? The more I'm clicking, the more it's keep on going. That is why it is called as hyperlink. Especially, it is nothing but it is hyperlink. It keeps on linking from one link to one link, one link to one link. It keeps on linking. That every web page you see here, every web page you see here. Can you see here HTTPS? Can you see here HTTPS? Can you see this web page? See here. Can you see here HTTPS? You take QSpider platform. Can you see here HTTPS? Everything, any application you take, everything is running because of this HTTPS protocol only. Okay, it jumps from one web page to another web page and keep on linking. Okay, this is use of HTTPS. Any data you want, you're sending the request from the browser. I'll tell you now how that your request is going to the browser. So please understand HTTPS. What is HTTPS? Okay. The next important thing you should understand after HTTPS is server. You should know what is server. Yes. Yes. You should know what is server. What do you mean by server? Any idea? Any idea what is server? See, whenever I'm logging to class, I'm getting a message, server is down. Please wait for a few seconds. Whenever you're doing some online portal, you get server is down. You get that message. Some server is not working. There is some server problem. Correct? What is that server? Sometimes you keep on getting this problem, server error. Some data is not, some server error. No. Server is nothing but it is a software, or you can call it as a hardware device also. Okay, it is a software or hardware device also that accepts the request and responds to the request. Simple. It is a software that accepts the request and respond to the request. Simple. It will take one request and give back the answer. It will take the request and give back the answer. That's it. From where you people are getting this definition? From Google, huh? From Google you got this definition, huh? Okay. Yes. So simple term I'll understand. Google and all you will get confused. See, simply I will tell you. Server is something, a software which will accept the request and it will respond to that request, which is which is done through the network. If no network, server will not work. Network is very, very important. If no internet, this class won't be happening now. If internet is there, only class will run. Okay, so if no network, it will not accept. Okay, so that the device. So I am sending the request. If I am sending the request, I become a client. I am a client now. The person who's sending the request is a client. The person who's responding for that request is a server. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? The device that sends the request is called as client. I can only do the request. I am the user. You want to search Myntra? Now I am doing the request. I am sending the message from browser. I am searching Myntra. Who searched Myntra now? Who searched Myntra now? User. I am the user. I searched Myntra. That means I am sending a request. That person who's sending the request is called as client. So who's the client? I am the client now. From the client, it will give back me the response. See, all these are response. I got image response, audio response, video response, text response. All these are my responses. Different ways of responses. Getting my point? Through network. That is nothing but through HTTPS I'm getting the request. Yes, so all these are interlinked. Server, HTTPS, network, all are interlinked to one another. Okay, all are connected to each other. Then, and the device that sends the response is called as server. From where you are getting the response? Now I'm searching Myntra. How did I got this Myntra? Who sent me this Myntra? Who sent me this Myntra? Who sent this Myntra now? From server I got this Myntra. I got the output from server. From the server I'm getting this output. He is sending me the response. Are you getting now? The person who's responding me is called as server. The person who's sending the request is called as client. So keep it in mind. This is the common thing you should remember. Okay. Now we have many types of server. Please go through what are the types of server. This is your task for today. Please go through what are the types of server you have. I will explain in that the main type of server is web server. Okay, you have web server and application server. Many types of servers are there. Or if you want to send a file or database server, you have database server, file server. Please go through what are the different types of servers you have. Okay, this is very important. Understand what is server, types of server. Please go through what are the types of server. In that, we will understand what is web server and what is the use of web server in web application. Why we are working, yes, proxy server also you have. Why we are working only on web servers? We are working only with web applications, only with web. So we are going to see only with related to web applications. So we will understand web server. Okay, we will understand the web server. The same thing, whatever the server is doing, the same thing this web server is doing, but with relate to your web applications. With relate to, it will work only for web applications, only for web applications, along with HTTPS. This will work along, it will work with web applications. It will work with web applications along with HTTPS. Please understand, okay? Same thing, it is accepting the request and giving back the response, whatever user is asking. All like these things are going. How it is working? There is something, one more software present inside the server. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? There is something called as web server software. Inside the server, there is one software. Example, you have many web server software. As of now, which we are using is there is Apache, Nginx, or Jetty, or Lightspeed web server, LightPD web server. There are many web servers are there. Please go through what are the types of web server. Maximum we are using, what is that, Apache web server, or you have Nginx web server. These are the n number of web servers we have. As of now, I will tell you one or two. Remaining, you please browse it and understand what are the different types of server, different types of web server softwares we have and all. So web server software is nothing but it is present inside the web server. What it will do, it will take the request sent by the HTTP. Whenever the request is received by the server, it will accept the request and find the content, whatever I'm sending. Now I'm searching Myntra. Okay, Myntra is accepted. Search for Myntra. Give back the response for the browser. This is what is done by my web server. We will see that in diagram way. Okay, so we will understand how it is working in a diagram way. So let me open here Paint and we'll draw that 3-tier architecture and we'll understand how it is working. First of all, always my front end, through what I'm communicating. Tell me, I'm searching Myntra. How did I search Myntra? What is that? What is this? What is this? What is this? Browser. If no browser, no web applications. Browser. I'm searching from browser only. Amazon, Myntra, or whatever, WhatsApp, Facebook, everything I'm searching from browser. So I need a browser. Any browser, Chrome, Firefox, whatever it is, but I need a browser through front end. So always remember who's sending the request now. From the front end, who's sending the request? This is totally front end. Here I'm having 1 minute, guys, 1 minute. Yes, come back people, come back. Okay, what I was telling, this is my front end. Here I'm having Chrome in the sense one search box. I'm having one search box. I want to search. Okay, so what is this called as? What is this? This is nothing but, you can tell this as a client end, or you can tell it as a presentation layer. Okay, you can tell it as a client end, or you can tell it as a presentation layer, or you can tell it as a front end. All are same. Client end, presentation layer, front end, which you can see. Okay, which you can see. Are you getting? So this is nothing but I'm having a browser. Here I'm having a browser, one Chrome. Okay, I'm having a browser, I'm having a Chrome. Now I'm searching something. Example, what can I search? If I'm searching something like www.facebook.com, something I'm searching like this. Okay, immediately I'm searching my Facebook account through Google, through browser. So immediately what will happen? Request is sent. For whom the request will go now? For whom the request will go now? Very good. I have something called as server. I have something called as server. Here I'm having a server. What is this? This is nothing but this is web server. I said you web applications will only work with web server. So any other application, there are different types of server. But here I'm having which server? Web server. Please remember, here I'm having the web server. Not only server. You should not tell only server. You should tell it as a web server. This is not the only server. There are many types of server. Which server is this? Which server I'm using for the web applications? Web server. Inside this, I'm having a software. Which software I'm having here? I said you one software. Example, Apache. One software I'm having inside this. Many softwares are there. N number of software. Inside this, I'm having one software now. Okay. Now what this will do? This request you're getting right. That is because of your HTTPS. Please understand. That is because of your HTTP. I'll write on in different color. It is nothing but HTTP. So the request from HTTP going to this, and through HTTP it is connecting to the server. The request directly is not coming. Through HTTP the request is coming. Are you getting my point? This is called as request. This is called as request. Now request is sent. Server will have only logics, people. Remember, server will have only logics. Server will not have data. Logics in the sense, it is just the linking. Server will have a connections. That's it. Server will not have any data. So what server will do? Server will send one more request now. For whom it will send? Server will send another request now. Because server is having only logic. Server is not having the data. It is holding only the logics. Now the actual hero will come into the place. That is nothing but your database. Now you have your database. The third party is connected. Back after the server, here your database will be connected. This is your database. Here your database is connected. Now inside this database, I'm having a database server. In this, I'm having a database server. Example, in that database server only all the data are stored. Getting my point? Here I'm having database server. Inside the database, you're searching now. Now you're searching Myntra. That Myntra will come. Here it will come again. It will request here. It will search in the database. Yes, Myntra is present. Yes, Myntra data is present. Immediately what it will do? Immediately, yes, when the data is present, what will happen? It will respond back. It is responding back. Yes, it is responding back now. It is giving a response to the server. What server will do now? What server will do? Server will come and respond to the front end. Server is coming and responding. Now the particular data, you're searching the www.fb.com, your data will be given now. Now your data is displayed on the web page, on the browser. Now the data is displayed. Now user can see that. I can click on that. I can log in. I can sign up. Now I can use that. Getting my point? So what is happening here? What are the cycles happening here? So this is nothing but, here what you are doing is called as response. Again, here what you're doing is nothing but response. One more thing, please listen. In between, don't forget your HTTPS. I'm telling. Don't forget your HTTPS. Don't forget your HTTPS. Every connection is because of your HTTPS. Again, this is going request through HTTPS. Again, it is sending the response through HTTPS. Again, it is coming and connecting through HTTPS. Okay, so everything is happening because of HTTPS. If no HTTPS, web application will not work. So the connections are here. HTTPS. HTTP is like a bridge between browser, between server, between database. It is like a bridge. Getting my point? Without HTTPS, you cannot contact server. You cannot contact database. You need a HTTPS along with that. So this is how front end is sending the request. Here logics are present. Logics will connect to the database. Database will fetch the data, send back the response, and here my output is visible. Finally, my output will be visible. Output will be visible for me. Okay, this is the process of your architecture, especially for your web application. Please remember, this is architecture for your web application. I will write down here. This is the architecture for web application. We have mobile applications, games applications, all like that. Many applications are there. But we are discussing only about web applications. My question, this is server is nothing but your all the logics are written in backend languages. This is nothing but your backend. Don't think backend is a database. No, backend is something which is having only the logics. Database language will never come under backend. Okay, all of you will have an idea called, okay, front end is so and so, backend is database. No, backend is not a database. The server, whatever the logics you're writing, that is the backend languages. Those are called as backend languages. What are those backend languages? Can you tell me what are the backend languages you use here? First thing you use here, Java, Python for the writing logics. Java, Python, then many are there. Many backend languages are there. Name me some backend languages. Java, Python, PHP. Yes, correct. Then you have Ruby, C++, like this, or C#, or Golang. Many are there, guys. Many are there. Node.js, like this. Even your JavaScript is also your backend language. .NET or many are there, guys. Many are there. Okay. In that people, I want to tell this. Even your JavaScript is also your backend language. But it will not run directly in server. It needs some help. JavaScript will not run in server. It will take a help of Node.js and run. That is why it is called as Node JavaScript. It will directly not run in the server. JavaScript is totally dedicated 100% for front end. 100% it is for front end. But you can use it in back end also. It will work. JavaScript is both front end and back end. You can use it. Okay. Now coming to your front end subjects. Can you tell me the front end subjects, what and all we have? Yes. Can you tell me what and all the front end subjects we have? 3 important subjects: HTML, CSS, JavaScript. These are the only 3 main subjects in front end. But for this JavaScript, the front end framework you have, that is called as React.js or AngularJS. These are just the frameworks. But the main core subject are HTML, CSS and JavaScript. HTML, CSS. Here also you have the, what is that? Frameworks. You know what are the frameworks of your Java? What are the frameworks of your Java? Hibernate. Yes. Spring. Hibernate. Spring. That frameworks. Or in Python you have Django. Python framework, Django. Yes. Ruby framework, you have Cuba or Lotus, some languages. The Ruby on Rails. Those are the frameworks. Or you have for C#, Adobe.NET, Blazor, there are many frameworks for those things. Please, people, take it as a task. Research front-end languages, their frameworks, back-end languages, their frameworks, and database you people know. Can you name me some database languages which you are aware about? Very simple. You know SQL, MySQL, MySQL, PLSQL. Yes, PLSQL you know, or you have Oracle, or SQLite, MS SQL. Like this, many Microsoft database, that MariaDB, PostgreSQL, many databases are there. Okay. You can just remember these things. Yes. Okay. Like this. Please research front-end languages, their frameworks, back-end languages, their frameworks, database languages, and how these languages are interconnected to each other. Okay. So did you get this architecture process? Starting with the front end, I am searching one request, www.facebook.com. I'm sending, or I'm searching Myntra. Something I'm searching through browser. So browser is the only application where I can use in the front end. That is the only application which is web application where I can use through front end. Without browser, no web applications cannot be used. Okay, web applications is nothing but which you're opening through web. That is called as web application. You're not installing the app. In your mobile, you're installing the application. You're installing WhatsApp app, Facebook app, Instagram app. But here, am I installing anything here? I'm installing Myntra app here. Am I installing Amazon app here? I'm not installing the app. I'm searching directly in the internet. That is called web application. I'm not installing the application. I didn't install any application. Those installations are done only in your local machines. You install the application. You install WhatsApp. You install Amazon. You install Netflix. You install those applications, correct? You install, then you use it. In the same scenario, here I'm not installing them. I'm running directly, I'm using here. Directly I'm searching Myntra, but I'm having Myntra application with me. In the mobile I'm having. They are called as mobile applications. But when you're using on the desktop, using through browser, any application when you're using through browser, they will become web applications. Getting my point? Any applications you're using through browser, they become web applications. So through web application, I'm searching some Myntra or something through browser. I'm searching the data through HTTPS, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It is sending a request. That request is going to my logics in the backend. It is going and connecting to the database. Okay, Myntra database is here. Connect the database and respond to me back. Immediately, server will respond me back. I can see the Myntra in my front end. I can see the Myntra in my front end. This is all about your architecture related to web application. Please understand this. Okay, clear? Everyone understood? So clearly I have said you. Please work on it now. I don't know whether you write it or you take a photo or what you do. I don't know. I want you to take this entire screen as it is for the reference. I don't know. You take a snap or you take a photo, whatever it is. Take this entire thing as it is. Take this entire thing as it is. Everyone. Just take this photo. Take this web application architecture. That notes I'll show you. That will be in Notepad only. Don't go anywhere. It is present in Notepad only. I'll show you that in the last of the class. Now, please take a photo of this web server. I mean the application, web application. Today's task. You people should do today's task. What are server? What are server applications? What are the different types of server? What do you mean by HTTPS? Please research. Make a note of all these things. Is that clear, people? if you are clearly understood what is server, what is HTTPS, these things, you will have a little more clear things, how the application is working, how the request is going, how the response is coming. You will understand. Okay. So please make sure you learn, you go through these things and make a notes on these things. Is that clear? And also one more task. Please go through what are the front-end languages. Many people will have this confusion. All will think backend is a database. No, backend language is not a database. Database is different. Backend is different. Don't get confused between backend and database languages. Okay? There is a difference between backend and database. Backend languages are these languages, what we discussed. But database languages are different. Please make sure you go through even that, what is front end, what is back end, what is database. Learn those things also. Then you will understand how the one full application, how it is working. Okay, one application, just you have front end, no use. Just you have back end, no use. You should have front end, back end, database. Everything should be there for one application to work it. Okay, that is the main important of your application. Are you getting? Okay, you asked from here, you want to take the notes, right? Just take this for the reference. You people also research on this, find out the little more depth on this, okay? Yes, done? Everyone done with this? Yes, yes. Okay. So yesterday I gave you people to install the application. Have you people installed that VS Code? Done? Everyone installed the VS Code? Yes. Okay. Now what you people do? Create one folder on the desktop. Everyone create a new folder on the desktop. Just name whatever the thing you want, your batch code or whatever. Web tag, I'll just name it as 430 array 2 630, just for my remembrance, or else I will forget. So something I have named like this. Did you create this folder? Did you created the folder? Any folder you create, any of your name, your batch code or whatever it is, create one folder. I'm not audible, guys. I'm not audible. Others, I'm not audible. Audible. Okay. Fine. So did you create a folder now? Any folder, webtag 426 or my for my reference I've created. You create your batch code or something like that. Created. Double click on that folder. Double click on that folder. Yes. Double click. Now can you see the path here? User, Chaitanya, OneDrive, desktop, webtech folder. Can you see that path? Can you see the path there? Yes. Can you see the path there? Erase entire path. Erase entire path. See here. Clearly erase it. Erase entire path. And type CMD. What do you mean by CMD? Command prompt. CMD is nothing. Command prompt. You would have used in your Javas also. Okay. To run in a terminal. Just to run it in your terminal. Just type your CMD. Erase entire path. Type CMD. Enter. Enter. So everyone got like this a terminal with your WebTech folder. Did you get your WebTech folder? See here. A terminal with WebTech folder. Did you get this? Everyone got this? Again, if anyone tell, no ma'am, I'm not getting, can you repeat? That time I will not repeat. I'm telling you, if you respond now only, I will come to know you're getting or not. See, I said you people, I said you, after everything is done, some people will ask again from the beginning. That's why I'm telling, listen carefully. Double click on the folder. Once you double click, you have a path. Clear the path. Erase entire, select all and clear it. Type CMD. Either uppercase or lowercase, no problem. Capital or small letters, no problem. Anything is fine. Enter. Got it? Did you get this command prompt? Sahul, did you get this? You should respond because you was the one who said you didn't get this. Did you get this? Perfect. Now, once you got it in a command prompt, here immediately you have to type code. That is nothing but Visual Studio Code. So that is a shortcut. You should type code space dot. Either in uppercase or lowercase, no problem. Code space dot. Can you see that? Code space dot. Type code space dot. Now enter. That's it. Code is nothing about Visual Studio Code. You are entering there. Yes, perfect. You got your folder here. See here, WebTech 432.630, like whatever the folder you have created, you got your folder there. Everyone got your folder? Welcome. It's telling welcome. Code space dot. Sir, code space dot, sir. Only code, if you give, it will not recognize. Code space dot. Okay. DOT, no. You should not tell DOT. You should just keep a dot. Don't type of DOT then. Code space dot. That's it. You will get this Visual Studio Code. Everyone got it? Every time, whenever you want to open this, this is the way you can open. Run through terminal, or you have another way to open. Directly open VS Code. Directly from the desktop open VS Code. Here you have open folder. Select the folder. On the desktop you have WebTech folder. You can select like this also. But opening through command prompt is the good way of a developer to run an application. Okay, being a developer or maybe a future developers you people are, please open the application in terminal. Always, it's a good way to open application in a terminal. Okay, fine. So code space dot, if you open, you'll get your file. Everyone got this file now? Everyone got this WebTech folder? You got your file now? Now, can you see here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth column, extension. Can you see here? Extension. Can you see this extension column here? Extension. Can you see that? Click on that extension. Just click on that extension. Everyone click on that extension. Please install the very important extension, Live Server. The first and foremost important extension, Live Server. Everyone, install this extension. Just hardly 2 minutes. it will install. Go to the fifth column. If you are not getting here, search the extension. Search it here. You know to search. That and all we don't need to teach only. You already know. Search live server. You will get it. Click it. Install it. Simple. Search it. You'll get the live server. Please install this live server. Installation done for your live server. And the another one installation. Yes. Here I'll tell you. That is also required. Yeah. Please install material icon theme. Whichever the file I'm saving, it should show that icon. Or else I won't come to know that is HTML file or JavaScript file or CSS file. To show the icons, you should have this extension. Each file you can have with different icons. For that, you should have this extension. Please install material icon theme. Install this material icon theme. Okay, that's it, enough. And last one, install this Prettier just to make your code into proper structure. Even though you are not giving a code in proper structure, just if you click this Prettier, your code will come into proper alignment. It will make the code into proper code formatter. This is called as code formatter. You give randomly, you write a code, but it will make into proper alignment. So install this Prettier enough. These three are as of now for HTML and CSS enough. Once you come to JavaScript, there are few more things to install in JavaScript. We'll discuss in JavaScript. Now it's not required. First thing, live server. First extension which I said is live server. This is the first extension. Then the second extension is, which one I said? Material icon theme. Second extension, material icon theme. And the third extension is Prettier, code formatter. So install this Prettier code formatter. Done. Done, Gopi. You asked me what is the icon before that. Which application? Yogesh? How many times I asked, did you install Visual Studio Code? Did you install Visual Studio Code? That time, where were you? Now suddenly you're asking which applications to install. Yesterday, so many times I said you should install Visual Studio Code and how to install. I showed you that also, right? Today is your first class. Yogesh, today is your first class. Now also I said you, right? Have you people installed Visual Studio Code? This is the application. Visual Studio Code. This is the application. The first link. If you're using Android or the Windows, you can go with this download. If you're using with the Mac, you can go with this download. The blue one, the blue color application. This is your Visual Studio Code editor. Yogesh, did you get the application? If you're getting, you should respond. Not just asking the doubt and leaving the answer as it is. If you're getting, yes, I got the application. No, I didn't get the application. Something you people should respond. Okay. So these three extensions are done. Close this into mark, close it. Come for the first column here. Come with the first column here. Just reduce the size. Okay. Yes, the first option you have your new file. The second option you have your new folder. The third option is for refresh. And this is just for collapsing the folder. Don't worry. First option you have your new file. Can you see the first option new file here? Can you see the first option new file here, everyone? Yes. Click on that. Click on that. Create a new file now. Inside a WebTech folder, you can create one file. Example, index dot. Now what we are going to discuss? Am I discussing CSS or I'm discussing JavaScript or I'm discussing HTML? What I'm discussing now? What we are discussing now? We are going to discuss about HTML. Then that means what is the extension we should use? For HTML file, .html, for CSS file, .css, for Java file, .java, for Python file, .py, like that. For C file, .c, JS file, .js, like that. Whichever the file you're creating, index.html. That's it. You're getting this icon? That is why I said download icon theme, material icon theme. If you're not downloading this, you won't get this icon. For this icon, I asked you to download. If it is a HTML file, if I create CSS, style.css, see, CSS3, CSS folder, or script.js, see, JavaScript file. Can you see the icons? Can you see the icons? If you create python.py, see here, Python icon .py. Everything depends on your extension, people. Everything depends on your extension. .html, .py. What extension you are creating? Okay. C file, .c file, .c++, like this. Everything depends on what extensions you are using. As of now, I don't need C. I'll just delete it. I don't need Python. I'll delete it because I don't know Python. I don't need JavaScript. We'll learn it in next coming classes. CSS, after HTML we'll learn. Now we want only HTML. Create one HTML file now. Created one HTML file, everyone. Everyone. Again, anyone ask me, ma'am, how to create a file? I will come and kill you there only. Done? Everyone created one HTML file. First thing, what we have in HTML, yesterday I gave you the syllabus content, right? In that, what we have in HTML? You people should tell me. You're not getting the icon? You're not getting the icon? Then you have not installed that material theme icon. Everyone are getting this icon, people? Guys, everyone are getting this icon. Are you people getting this icon? Yes. That means the people who are telling no, have not installed a correct extension. The proper extension you should install, material icon theme. Don't go for some other, you have many icon themes will be there. Don't go for some other themes here. There are many icon themes. Please go for material icon theme, only this extension. This one. Just if you scroll down, you can see here, there are so many icons for each and everything. See here, you can see so many icons for each language. Django icon, Perl icon, so many languages icons you will get. This is the use of icons. Okay. So first thing we are going to study under your HTML file is the structure of your HTML. What we are going to study now? First thing we are going to study structure of HTML. How to get the structure of HTML? You have a keyword or like syntax. How to get the structure of HTML is shift key plus this one or that exclamatory symbol. What is it? Shift plus 1. Come to the HTML file. Everyone come here. Come to the HTML file. Click shift plus 1. The first one. You got your structure. Got your HTML structure, everyone. Shift plus 1. Shift 1. Don't click the plus button also. Ultra Legends, don't click the plus button. Shift 1. That's it. Shift 1. That's it. You'll get the structure of your web page. Everyone got it? Okay. Now we are going to see this entire structure in a detailed way. Okay. We'll see this entire structure in a detailed way. As of now, these 3 tags are not required. First, we will discuss about HTML. Only the structure we are going to discuss now. Doc type, HTML, head section, body section, then close the HTML. So remaining tags we will come once we are coming to head section, then we will discuss that. Once we are coming to body section, then we'll discuss. Now first we will discuss about structure of HTML. Okay. Yes, this HTML opening, the first one, I forgot here, doc type. This is nothing but it is a declaration of your new version HTML. Okay. The doc type, the document type, it is just declaring what type of file you are using. It is declaring the type of file, document type of the file. That is nothing but HTML. Doc type is nothing but HTML. It's telling clearly document type is HTML. This is not a CSS file. This is a HTML file, it is telling me. Okay. And one more thing, it's indicating new version of HTML5. In HTML4, we were not getting this. But now we are getting this, the indication of your new version HTML5. That's it. This is not a tag. Please don't think this is a tag. It is not a tag at all. It is not a tag. Okay, this is not a tag. It's just the indication of a new version. That's it. It is not a tag. I'm writing here also. It is not a tag. Okay, don't think it is a tag. Next, you have HTML. This is called as root tag. What is HTML is called as? HTML is called as root tag. Especially this is opening tag. This is called as opening tag. Getting my point? This is a root tag, and in that this is a opening tag, not a closing tag. Then where is my closing tag? Simple. Here I'm having, see, this is the closing tag. Always any data you write, it should be inside HTML opening, HTML closing. Anything you write, it should be inside HTML opening and closing. Not writing out of the HTML or after closing the HTML. No. Anything you're writing, it should be inside this only. It should be inside opening HTML, closing HTML. Getting my point? Any tags, any content, whatever you want to write, it should be written inside opening HTML and closing HTML. Okay? Perfect. Now you have a head tag. This is called as head section. And this is an opening or closing? Opening or closing? This one is opening or closing? Very good. This is a opening tag. Always closing tag will have a forward slash. Please remember, always closing tag will have a forward slash. Opening tag will not have that. Okay. Now this is also a head section, but it's a closing tag. Head is closed till here. Open the head, close the head. This full part is called as head section part. Okay. Then coming to the main hero of your HTML, that is nothing but body. All the tags will be written inside this body section only. You saw some 13 tags or 14 tags, that content. I gave you syllabus content inside the body. Remember, all those tags will come under this body section only. All the tags we'll discuss. So this is opening or closing now. This is opening tag. And finally, we have a body section. When it is having a forward slash, then that is called as the body section. Closing tag. This is all about your structure of your HTML. What are the contents we are going to get inside that we'll discuss later. But understand the structure. This doc type is your document type. It is declaring which document you're using. I'm using HTML. So it's telling me HTML document. And it is also indicating what version of HTML we are using. And this is not a tag. Doc type is just a declaration. It is just a declaration. Then HTML root tag or root element, whatever you can tell it. Opening root, opening tag, closing tag. The same way, head section, opening head section, closing it section, body section, closing, opening and closing. This is all about your structure of HTML you should know. The same thing, the same structure. Here it is there, right? The same structure. Structure of your HTML. Yes. Understood the structure of HTML, people, everyone? Yes. So give me, yeah, take 10 minutes of time and go through. I'll just be back now. Understand this now? Take 10 minutes of time and go through. I'll just be back. Yes, people. Okay. So everyone understood the structure of your HTML, right? Clear with this? Yes. After structure of HTML, what do you have? You have tags, right? Tags. Do you have a concept called tags? Yes. So, first of all, what is tag? Yes, what do you people mean by tag? What is tag? See, people, anything, okay, written in between this opening braces and the closing braces. These are called as angular braces. Okay, greater than, less than, and this is opening braces and closing braces. Anything is written in between that. These are called as tags. Simple. Another name of that is elements. Element or elements. Tags or elements. Both are same. You have two types of tags. How many types of tags you have? Two types of tags. One is paired tag. Another one is unpaired tag. Paired tag and unpaired tag. What do you mean by paired tag? Yes. What do you mean by paired tag? Pair. Pair in the sense, what do you understand? A tag which has both opening tag and closing tag is called as paired tag, which is having a both pair, opening tag and closing tag. Such tag is called as a paired tag. Example, HTML tag, which we saw recently now. This is opening and this is closing, correct? HTML tag is a paired tag or not? Yes. Head tag, it is a paired tag or not? Yes, it is a paired tag. Body tag, is this a paired tag or not? It's a paired tag. Like this, many, almost 99% tags in your HTML, all are paired tags only. Okay, all the tags, formatting tags, table tags, heading tags, form tags, list tags, whatever the tags are there, all are paired tags only. With the pair only they will come. But there is somewhere one or two are unpaired tags. So that means unpaired tag. A tag which does not have closing tag. A tag which does not have a closing tag, that is called as unpaired tag. Yes, which doesn't have a pair. That is called as unpaired. Example, you have meta tag. In your head section, you'll be reading about meta. We'll discuss that later. In that, you have a meta tag. There is no closing for that. Image tag. Is there. There is no closing for that. In your head section, you have something called as link tag. There is no closing for that. You have break tag. There is no closing for that. You have HR tag. There is no closing for that. Like this. Some more tags are there. Once we are getting into the concept, you will understand. Now don't worry. Just understand what is tags and what are types of tags. Okay. Okay. What is tag? Anything you're writing between that angular braces, that is called as tags. And paired tag and unpaired tag. Paired tag, which is having a both opening and closing tag. Unpaired tag, which doesn't have a closing, it is having only opening tag. How will you identify which is a closing tag here? How to identify the closing tag? Guys? Very good. You will be having a forward slash. Before the tag name, you have a forward slash. Then that tag is called as closing tag. Please remember. If that tag is not there, then that will become a unpaired tag. Yes, understood. The types of tags and what are the paired tags and unpaired tags examples. Yes. So next what we have, I think we have to start with header section, right? We should start with the tags inside head section now. Yes or no, guys? Okay. So from the head sections tags, we'll start it in tomorrow's class. Don't need today. And the people who are today for the first class, please take the syllabus content for today's notes. Whatever we have discussed in yesterday's class, you people have missed yesterday's class, right? So you can take a pics for today's whatever we have discussed in yesterday. Before that, you people just take a notes of today's session, whatever we have discussed. From the head section, we'll continue in tomorrow because few more will be adding in tomorrow's class. Okay. So from the head section tag, we will start it in tomorrow's session, guys. Anyone has to take a notes of today's class from the tags? You people should take a notes, right? Yes. Did you take the notes of today's class, everyone? Everyone took the notes of today's class? Okay. So those who are done, you can leave. The people who was absent for yesterday's class, take the content notes, what we discussed in yesterday's class. People who are today the first session, you people please take the notes of yesterday's class. Broadcast, everyone are there in Q Talk? Everyone are there in Q Talk? Everyone are there in Q Talk. Almost all are there in the Q Talk. No one is left over, right? Pawan, please add to the Q Talk. Then I'll do one thing. I'll just send the notes in the Q Talk. I'll broadcast it. Everyone can receive it. Those who are not attended. Oh, Vaishnavi, even you also. Q Talk, you should contact counseling team. They will add you to the Q Talk. You should contact counseling team. I cannot add. They are the in charge of that. So please, as soon as possible, please add to the Q Talk. Now, do you want to take the pics or shall I share it in the Q Talk? Any of others? Okay, then I'll do one thing. I'll share it yesterday's notes and today's notes, both the notes together in the Q Talk. Just refer from there. Okay? Yes. Okay, fine. So then you people can leave for today. We'll just connect in tomorrow's class. Thank you all. Thank you.